Doing great, Mike. You know, no bias here. Talon looking good. They get comfort picks for Savage.
Power Rune has spawned up, and it's going to be a double damage down bot. Febby going to try for the deny, but he cannot get it in time. So now the turnaround is there from Mikoto to try and get something going in this mid lane. As HYDE, he's the one dropping low, but now Yo is in trouble. He'll try to turn with the refraction charges and is going to be okay. But in the meantime, top lane, they are going to end up losing Savage, and now they'll lose Q to boot. Bok and Carlo just so effective.
Yeah, I'm keen to see if Carlo's going to be able to go greedy, go for the Ags for the 2 spell steals down bot though.
Yeah, Young God going to end up dropping. KP and Mikoto able to take down the POS 1 of TNC, but now in comes Bok to try and turn things around. Onto the DK he goes. And KP, he'll eventually be scouted out. There is no escape here for the Dragon Knight. So he'll try to juke the best he can. But eventually Bok should have his way with him, and does. They will at least trade, but now Talon might turn back around onto Bok with the Primal Spring in and the Boundless Strike. Bok's in big trouble, and Mikoto, he'll have his own way with him. Another kill to go the way of the Storm.
Flying pressure, no Wukongs as well for this fight.
KP's going to jump in with the blink. Yoe gets stunned up, but still perfectly fine. A Savage dropping low himself, but he's still going to try and fight this one out. They are targeting down Yoe. Mikoto will go for a zip in, but the Fiend's Grip is out from Febby. Perfect positioning from the Bane, and tips her out onto Mikoto. Oh, Febby. He knew it was coming, John. He waited very patiently for that one. And they've got the tier 1 mid tower down now. He's got vision around this area, but if they can get the lift up, it may be enough time to get the grip off. How good are your Spidey senses, Mikoto? Oh, never mind. They found a bigger target. They'll go onto the Medusa. She's already out of mana. And now with the Primal Split out, they'll completely surround, completely block him in, and eventually surely just take him down, as Savage has no way out. Hell, even Mikoto's quite low on mana right now. He'll go for a zip TP play, but Bok is able to get the Tornado off in time. And that'll be another great pick off here for TNC. Often about Mikoto's Storm, but it has certainly not been an easy time. And speaking of, top lane, Carlo's got Stone Gaze up. He'll go after KP and try to get the Petrify off, but he won't be. Oh, never mind. That's a great steal out from Carlo.
While waiting for that BKB to try to force something here.
They kind of missed KP with that smoke. I don't think that was intended. Savage gonna run into Young God, or rather the other way around, as KP is gonna rush forward now with the Dragon Tail, but he's got his back turned to them, so it's gonna be hard to take him out. Instead, it's on the Febby trying to get rid of that Bane, and they will. A great start right now for Talon as Young God. He's forced to pop the BKB and run. It's not the fight they want, but maybe they can turn now with Bok, who's popped the Primal Split and will chase down Q. So it's kind of hard to catch this Weaver. And instead, Mikoto's going to come back in now after Carlo, finding the second support. Just take both supports down towards the right side. Yoe now being chased up here by Talon. Will get stunned up. Refraction's gone to boot. They might just have him on the TA. Yoe, he's going to drop. Talon able to pay it back, and now Mikoto getting active with the tips. TNC, though, also 5-man smoked and do end up scanning out Mikoto. They might find themselves a Storm, but instead Smoke is broken. Great Boundless Strike out. They found 2 targets. Young God immediately on the run, but Bok, he's the one being targeted. In fact, never mind. It's onto the Bane. It's on a Febby, but Febby's still alive. Still backing out of there. Bok still dropping. There's your Fiend's Grip, but there's no follow-up damage. Mikoto's fine. Bok, he'll keep moving, but so will Talon. Right back in. Mikoto, he'll get stunned up, though. He's dropped in the Storm Spirit, and now the Dragon Knight also gone. As Talon, they'll try to salvage the situation, but can they really get too much out of this? It doesn't feel like it. Q will drop. It's Savage and HYDE versus the world, and I don't think they're going to be able to win out this one, John. HYDE to drop. Savage, he's just currently flying in the air, but eventually will be smashed back down to reality. But can they deal with him? Orchid out, Yoe. He'll get started, but it seems like they're a bit too low to try and deal with the Medusa right now, so they'll leave him be. Mikoto, he made show himself top lane. This could be a disastrous time to show on the creep wave, but can they disable? They've got the Orchid up. That'll be enough. He's got no BKB, and that'll be Mikoto gone. For both these sides, just waiting patiently for one another to try and get it started. And it does seem like Yoe, he'll move in. The Savage is going to be targeted. Mikoto's still very patient with the buyback as Young God does move in. There's your buyback now from Mikoto to try and rejoin this team fight. They've already lost Q in the meantime. Bok, he somehow survives with the Primal Spring. Maybe now you could move in. And no buyback on Mikoto either, John. And keep in mind, Fiend's Grip is still up on Febby. So if he manages to land a nice Fiend's Grip, that's basically Mikoto as good as dead. Is Yoet gonna keep moving into the Roshan pit, just taking warning shots right now, but eventually they are gonna try and commit. Primal Spling immediately popped. Talon, they might just try to go for a steal as KP's in. He'll try after the TA, right in onto the Templar Assassin, but nobody's dying yet. In fact, Roshan is down Yoet. He's got the Aegis up. Hyde, he's in the middle of all this, just trying to back off, but it's not gonna be enough. He does end up dropping. This KP will be targeted up next on that Dragon Knight. Still trying to fight, but Young God is just all over him. And poor old Savage will get Fiend's Grip here up from Febby. Mikoto, he's going to try and save the day. Allow Savage another chance with that Stone Gaze to try and be able to fight back. And in fact, he's got Yoet. The Aegis will go down. And it's a start here for Talon. They'll even get Carlo. But buybacks are there from Carlos. It seems like the fight will continue. Onto Q. Yoet. Doesn't seem like he's quite got the kills. The uphill miss was out.
Talon Miller clumped up bot.
Yeah, jump in. They're going to try and go after Carlo, and they've got him. Keep in mind, they had to commit 2 BKBs to feel safe to do that, but now they're onto that tier 3 tower. TNC going to have to fight 4v5 as there's no buyback available on Carlo. Could be a great opening. They've inbound Bok now. Stance is there. They'll try to vortex him up to the Nightmare. He's going to buy a bit of time, but now the Petrify. Savage, he got a great Stone Gaze off. And that's going to be Bok without buyback. Suddenly a 5v3 situation. Talon, they just bust it wide open. KB, he'll go in again. Young God is broken, but does get the 4-staff away. There'll be 1 Rax to go the way of Talon now. He's still flying. Savage, only 5 seconds left for that Aegis, so he's going to have to try and fight back with the Stone Gaze. Keep in mind, he does have a Refresher Shard up and available as well whenever he wants it. Talon, they're going to try and back out while they can, or maybe reinitiate back in onto the Bristleback. Nice Boundless Strike. In the meantime, Mikoto trying to find the supports, has got the Rubik. They have also lost Young God, but he will buy back, make his way back in. In the meantime, Savage moving on to Yoet. They've got Carlo down. The TA forced to back out. Eventually, Talon should be able to get this mid-rax down, and they will. Savage now backing onto Young God. Would love a dieback on the Bristleback if they can. A big stun out from Hyde. That'll mean probably Carlo to die back here on this Rubik, and he's gone. Young God now not looking too safe either as they vortex him up. In goes Savage. They don't have the detection. Young God's fine. Fiend's Grip out now from Febby, holding down the Deucer, but it's not going to be enough. They cancel it off. Back in they go. That'll be Bok onto Febby. The Bane is also dead, and Yoet, he's just trying to man fight back, but he can't do it. Buyback's being committed here from TNC. They will continue trying to defend this one out, while Talon, they will just run, leave Mikoto behind. He will zip onto the high ground, but it will not matter in the end. He will die. But it's all for the greater good, Jonathan. They get the secondary racks and a hell of a lot of buybacks out from TNC. Keep in mind, you've got an AoE Vortex now. Mikoto should be a very difficult fight for TNC, but they're going to try. Carlo, already being caught out, does lift his way out of there. In the meantime, Savage, right in the middle of the team fight, taking care of Bok on that Brewmaster. He'll have to split again, but they found Febby on the Bane. That's 1 down. Bok still being chased down here by Savage, and now looks like he has no way out as he's still just trying to run. He'll go back into that solid form of Mikoto. He's in for the 3-man Vortex. It's not enough yet, though. There's not enough follow-up, and Savage, he'll jump in on the high ground, right into the Radiant base, and this game is looking very, very over as Talon. It looks like they have pulled off the comeback in this game 1. Still, Bok is trying on that Brewmaster with his 50th Primal Split charge, but it's just not going to be enough. He will eventually be chased down and taken out. That'll be it for Bok. No buyback available as it's Yoet versus the world, but they aren't having it. GG is called. Game 1. It was going so well for TNC for the first half, John, but well, eventually Talon, they just take over this game, and they are still yet to be defeated in a single game. Well, thank you very much. Now, it is MLP Dota and JOHNXFIRE once again, John. Very, very good to see that I do have a mic this time around. I'm very, very happy about that.
If you do try to dodge the Death Bolts with Sleight of Fist, it still follows you throughout that Sleight of Fist.
Here we go. Jump in, Yoet. Gonna be caught out there by HYDE with the balance strike into the Jingu Mastery now, but do they have enough damage? It looks like they just may, but Yoe gets the Fairy Fire off, and it's HYDE that drops. Febby able to pick up first blood, and now Mikoto, he is in a very tough position. He has no Ghost Shroud available. He'll actually level it up now. Just leveling up as he walks his way out, and Q moves in with the Brain Sap to take down Yoe.
Mikoto is just checking the camps now, getting what he can, stealing away a few of the smaller stacks. That's some much needed farm. Did you manage to find Savage top? That is the Roar committed, so that's the timing you're looking for from TNC, but considering what you've gotten from the map, I don't think you mind that too much.
Yeah, very, very big pickup on Savage, but they will return the favor onto Carlo. We've seen how fast these towers drop. They're still, Roar is out. Savage, though, he got the Strength Morph off in time. So they have to give up the mid-tier 1, but maybe they can force a nice fight. This is Vok trapped up in the Wukong's command now. Should just end up dropping on this Beastmaster. They'll even keep the Reaper Scythe over. Can they find more? Yoe? No, he's going to be fine. HYDE trying to chase down Bok, but nice Quelling Blade is up from the Beastmaster to protect himself. But KP is still going to be on the chase with the Beast. Rather Brew. Bok, knowing he has no way out, will just pop the Fiend Grip there from Q. HYDE might still tie to the neutrals. Carlo's going to chase him down now on the Weaver. You might have him, but no, never mind Carlo. He's gone too far. Mikoto with the triple kill out on the Necrophos.
Very hard for Bok to just focus a lane in and take some objectives.
Yeah, speaking of the devil, Roar is there, but Ghost Shroud was already popped, so Mikoto with the haste rune just going to chase him down as Bok. He'll try to salve up. He'll try everything. I don't think there's a way out, though. Mikoto's got the Reaper Scythe right onto the Beastmaster, but maybe they can try to fight now. HYDE's gone. Mikoto, he's surrounded. He needs some help. He'll go for the Yules for the Global Silence Purge, but they'll still chase him down. Still surviving, though. Mikoto still alive. Still trying. More Death Pulses. Another Ghost Shroud. He is not going to die, and now the Fiend's Grip. Q's there onto Yoe. He'll survive, though. The Avalanche will go ahead and cancel, but it won't matter. KP is out with the damage. Mikoto's out of there scot-free. They can't kill him off with the Necro. In fact, he's back. Full HP, full mana, complete reset. And Young God, he was just trying to help the team, but it's not going to be. It is just not meant to be. For this game now, 12k advantage. By the way, Mikoto currently sitting at 9-0-4, and, well, we might have another candidate for that Reaper Scythe. Jonathan is Febby. About to drop, does get the Global Silence, and now Young God does move in, almost finding Mikoto. They'll take down Q, but here comes the Ghost Shroud. He is going to survive a little bit longer, but Carlo, he'll keep up the vision, keep up the chase onto the Necrophos, but it may not matter. HYDE's in with the Wukong's command, slowing down Yoe's Mikoto. He's still running. Reaper Scythe, not out yet. Can they actually kill him? This Necrophos, he's still not dying. Another Ghost Shroud, and now the Reaper Scythe. See you later, Carlo.
And it's just that mix of magic damage kind of falling flat here, considering levels, and they're still dying in tier 3s.
Leave Bok alone. Leave him alone. He's had enough. Leave Bok alone. Nice Avalanche release from Young God into a toss, but here comes Savage with his own combo, moving in onto the Tiny. Already past those tier 3 towers. I mean, why the hell not, John? Blowing up Febby. Silence that, he says. Savage, you've got to go back for the tier 2, Savage. You still haven't taken that one out, but they've caught out Carlo. A triple kill out for the Morphling.
Sometimes lucky, sometimes unlucky.
Young God still trying to move in. We'll be underneath the Sentry Ward vision very, very soon as Mikoto does get chained up. Young God, he's going to move in with the Avalanche toss. It's not enough yet, but the Roar is there. Ghost Shroud, though, was popped, so they can't follow up. In goes the Global Silence, but what does it actually do? They're trying to disengage now, but Savage, he'll chain up the Ember. Yoe's going to go down again. HYDE, he'll look in for more. He'll find the Beastmaster. They even found the Tiny. Young God. I mean, KP's doing the same thing Bok was last game, just almost pump faking that Primal Split. They do get the bot racks. They'll move in for the top, I think, very soon. The T2 tower is still standing, but they found the Tiny. Nice Avalanche, though, to allow him to disengage. Talon, they'll go after the range rats. Finish that one off. TNC still trying to find a way to be able to fight into this.
Scotty up on Savage. There's nothing to be scared of for the Morphling right now.
Infinitely more to be scared of for this Tiny. The Scotty making it so hard for Young God now as he's not even in the fight. He's just pushing up bot lane. He doesn't want to be part of this. But the problem is Megas are coming very soon if you don't join in and try to defend. So he'll wrap around the back way, trying to sneak up from the backside, but Febby already caught out of the silencer's gone. He does have buyback. I just don't know what it means. At the very least, he has global silence if he does want to buy back and try to commit to this fight. There goes the melee barracks and or the range. They're not going to take too long either. Savage gets very low, but he's got the Aegis. He'll get a reset. In they go Talon, looking to go for the jugular, taking down Carlo already. TNC still trying. Avalanche is there. 1-3. HYDE though with an ice boundless strike onto Young God. KP now just chase him down, and Mikoto moves his way in with the Ghost Round, just slowing him down infinitely. The Tiny just can't get out. No buyback available. All they can do is buy more time. GG.
Yep. Talon, they play an extremely clean game there, Mike. Pull out that mid Necrophos to have a great lane up against Ember. Playing a little bit in that fountain, don't manage to find the kill in the end. But Talon play a lot stronger this time around, you know. Much less even. Talon look a lot more dominant. They go with a faster draft. They give those specials that you said. KP Brewmaster. They get the Savage Morphling, probably one of the best in the world at this point. And they give Mikoto this hero that just dominates a lane, snowballs, and they kept Yo in check. You saw all that aggression onto the mid. 6 heroes mid for like, what, almost 5 minutes. It's felt like a lot of pressure for the Ember, and there was no room to play make. And as we've heard a lot of teams say for TNC.
Yeah, stop wasting my time. Trying to get mine, get out the way, move, trying to get paid.